Hi guys, I'm so sorry that this video took forever for me to make because we finally settled down in the new house and I absolutely fall in love with that. It was not the easy journey, but definitely I am so glad and grateful that me and my husband we find our perfect house. So in this video I will share with you guys the process and how long it took, how much it costs, and what things that I wish I could do differently, and definitely just the process. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I remember what me and my husband prepared before we decided to buy a house is to make sure me and my husband we got the permanent contract of our work, because the thing is usually the banks they need some security that we are able to pay monthly of our mortgage. So definitely I was looking for a job that give me the CDI or the permanent contract, and after that we do some budgeting with our advisor in the bank, because we definitely gonna borrow some money for buying the house. So what is usually happen is you decided the budget, you are talking with the bank, and then they will take a look about your savings and how much money you have at the moment, the liquid. So example, you have I don't know, let's say like 100,000 euros example. So this money is actually something that to be considered by the bank before they lend you money, so we can find the budget of the house that match with our capability to pay back on time. So my husband he choose to pay the third person, so it's like a courtier, I forget how to say it. So this person will find the best option of the bank that giving the lowest interest. For example, there will be three options. Example, par example, in France there is like Société Générale, there is Paribas, there is Agricole, or other kind of banks, and they have your profile, they have how much money you have, they have everything, and then they will give the amount of money that they would lend us, and this person, the courtier, will give you the answer. Oh yeah, I think this bank is better, it's only this interest, this kind of thing, and like this you can decide. Okay, but you have to put in your mind that the amount that the bank will lend you, it have to be included with the notaire fee, the notaris fee, and also the real estate agent fee. It's very expensive, I can tell you. So if I remember, the additional cost for the notary fee, it will be 7 to 8% for the old properties, and if it's new, it will be 2 to 3% from the amount the house, and the agent usually between 3 until 7%, and also you have to pay the tax. So definitely it will be a lot of math if it's the first time you buy the house and you definitely someone that very busy. I suggest you to get the third person that helping you, or the name is courtier. I will put the name in here. I will ask my husband. The second part, it will be you need to do a lot of visits, because again I think it's also applicable if you are not in France. The thing about buying house, especially, it's something that not only for a month or two, it will be more than 5 years if you buy the house. So you need to decide it about like how about the location, if you want to have a kid, how about the school, how about education institution? Is it far away? Is it close by? And also, is it near a hospital? Because the thing about near hospital, you need to listen a lot of ambulance. Imagine you hear it like on the daytime all the time. I think I will have a headache all the time. You have to put all the consideration for visiting them, and also not only visit for once, but if you like some properties, you have to visit at least 3 times. Like this, you visit them in the morning, you visit them at night. Do not forget to ask about people that living around. You check the area, like you see there is like a tobacco store next to your new house, potential new house. Don't afraid to go there and ask about like, oh, is area safe? Is it any flood? Is it any dangerous thing? You just need to snoop around, because it's gonna be your house and you're gonna be spending a lot of money, so you have to be careful about that. And also the thing about buying the house, you need to get the good agent of real estate, because sometimes they really just want you to buy from them and then like just let you go, you know. I think the better is if you go with the bigger company, because they will definitely have more serious with you. They're really scared about their performance and also their feedback, because I buy the house from the smaller agency. At this moment, all is perfect, all is good. It just we find a little problem. There's a lot of small cockroach like in the kitchen area, and the agent immobilier never say anything about this, so they're not really transparent. I just think there is never a perfect house, but it's just better if you go with the bigger agent. Like this, they literally think and be honest, because they're really scared about their big name. So, aside of having the house options from the agent real estate, you can also take a look from any kind of websites or application. In France, there's a lot of application that you can use. Example, Seloger, and also there is Le Bon Coin, and also there is PAP. So definitely a lot of things, and also you can contact the owner directly. But the thing about contact the owner directly, if you are not a person that used to buy a house, I think it will be complicated for you. So for the first timer, I definitely advise you to go directly to the agent immobilier or agent real estate. After you find your dream house, you already do the visit, you already cannot sleep because you think about it, you already fall in love. So you have to contact the real estate agent saying that, oh yeah, you know what, I really like the house, I really want to take it, so what should I do? But usually the agent will come back to you and give you the offre d'achat. So what is offre d'achat? Is the written offer about how much you actually want to buy the house, because they really you can still bargain about the price. Usually it's around 10 to 15% lower than the price that's shown. For example, I just gonna be clear to you. Example, the house price was 300,000. You can go between 270 or 2060, and then after that, if the owner accept your offer, then you can continue to the next process. But if not, you can go bargain like a ball, you know, like, oh, 260, no, I will accept in 275. Then if you agree, you go with 2075, something like that. So it might be accept, decline, or negotiate, okay? After that, if the offre d'achat or the offer is being accepted, it's usually take between few days to 2 weeks, maximum is 2 weeks. After that, you will signing the compromis de vente. So it's in English is a pre-sale agreement. It takes between 1 to 2 months. So what happened between this period of time is usually signed at the notary office that the contract between the buyer and the seller. And the buyer need to put the first deposit between 5 to 10% from the whole price, and the 10 days cooling off period. So like this, imagine you want to buy this house, the 300,000, and at the end, after the negotiate with the owner, you got the price 260,000. Imagine. So when you take the compromis de fond, you go to the notaire office, and then you have to pay the price of the agent, the 3 to 7% from the 260,000, and then you have to pay the fee of the notaire. As I said before, let me read it again like this, I'm not mistaken. So it will be 7 to 8%. Imagine it's old building. Add up. And also you need to pay at least 5% to 10% from the price of the house, so 260,000. So let me make a calculation for you. How much is definitely like you need to pay the first signing? So 260,000, okay? So the fee, let's do it together. So the fee of the agent is 3 to 7%. So let's make it 5%. So 5%. So it's 13,000 just for the agents, okay? And then for the notaire, it's an old building, so it's 7% up. Voila. So 18 plus 13, so it's 31, okay? And also, it have to be 5% to 10%. Let's make it 5%. So this one. So the first money that you have to pay is plus This is the first money that you have to pay, okay? So this is definitely the budget that you can go for the first time. So if you don't have this kind of money, you definitely cannot continue to compromise the fund or the agreement for the buying, because the thing is, when you have this, they cannot sell the house to anybody else. It's already blocked. It's for you. So, and also after that, you have 10 days period, which you can make up your mind. If you, for example, between those days, you find out that the house have a lot of problem, and then you do the last visit is actually different, you can cancel everything and you will be refunded for all those money. And the seller will provide you the legal documents, the diagnostic, for example, the energy, how much energy they cost, how much is the quality of the air, the quality of the sound, this kind of thing, and also the deed, the certificate, and everything. If all goes well, and this usually takes between 1 to 2 months, okay? If all goes well, it will be mortgage finalization. So this will take 1 to 2 months. After you go with your courtier to manage your money system, the things, and you find the bank that will accommodate your mortgage, it will take 45 days. If you got more than that, then it will be problematic and it will be cancelled. So you definitely need to find the bank before those periods. And also you need to wait 10 days until the bank signed it off. So definitely it's a bit tricky and a time crunch, but don't worry, if you find a good courtier, it will be okay. So the sixth one, it will be signing the act of fund or the final deed of sale. This is the one that takes forever. It takes 2 until 3 months. So the thing about this, the final sale is need to sign again in the notaire office, and the buyer need to pay the remaining balance, which is given by the bank, you know. And also the notary registers the property and give the keys. So in this moment, you will have your keys and you can move to the new house. It's something that a bit tricky. If I can suggest you, try to avoid buying a house in summer because all the process is definitely longer than it takes. Try to find the houses between December or just after summer, because we find the house online on April and we finally can move on December. It takes forever because it was summer holiday. So just try to avoid that, and everything should be smoothly if you're not going out of your budget. Because example, if you guys, 2 of you working, it's usually easy. If only one person that working, usually you cannot go to bigger house, bigger amount of the price. So this is something that you need to discuss with your advisor in the bank. The last one, So the last one will be moving in and official registration. It takes few weeks to months. So what's happening? You need to change the address for your letters, because sometimes you need to done it like manually, but it's definitely easy to set up. And also you need to change for your tax registration and also for your property tax registration, because you need also to make the new agreement for the electricity, for the internet, for the water, for the gas, everything, blah 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 blah. Luckily for me, my husband taking care for everything. My husband he's a construction worker, he's a bank guy, he's my doctor, he's my helper, he's my everything. Voila. So I cannot tell you much about that, but before you move, definitely you need to make a contract call with the electricity guy, the internet guy, the gas guy, the post office guy, everyone. You need to make sure it's ready to live on. So also you need to put in your mind, when I suggest you, when you do the acte de vente, when you finally make a notaire sign or whatever it is, you need to start. This is important. You need to start. Sorry for my cry. You need to start looking for all the furniture, because in France, it's not like in Indonesia. You cannot buy the bed and it will be ready in a week. If you want a good one, you need to order and it might arrive in a month or 2 months. Even for a table, even for a mirror, especially for the couch. The thing that you might get it straight away is for the little things, for example, this lamp, this television, but this table, you need to order. My bed, it's customized, it's arrived in 2 months. And also example, what's other things? From IKEA, it's very simple, but sometimes you also need to order. So definitely you need to start planning about what you want to put in your house, and you need to do a lot of thinking about everything, because example, you need to realize the discount season in France. Like this, it could save you a lot of money. For example, there is a summer sale, there is a winter sale. So if you buy the house, you're planning to buy the house in the winter, in that case, you need to start hunting for the furniture also in January. Like this, before you move on March, you already have everything and you have a very good price. Okay? And also don't be afraid to take a look online. For example, Cdiscount, Temu, Amazon. You can make like a different kind of a price category, because sometimes in the shop in France, example mirror, lamp, you can find a better option online. Just you need to be take a different part with your partner. Like this, you can work at the same time for so many things. Like this, it saves you a lot of times. Voila guys, that's all the process for buying the house. I hope it's very helpful for you, for make you have a good insights. Definitely, if thinking about you pay each month for the property that at the end is not gonna be yours, I think buying house in France, it's definitely something that you have to consider about. And also, if you are planning to live in France, especially where I live in the south of France, definitely it's a very, very good investment, because anytime I want to move back to Asia, I can definitely rent my apartment in here. Voila, I hope it's helpful. And let me know, do you thinking that buying house with those price like 300,000, 500,000, is it worth it? Or you are more kind of person that prefer to rent? Let me know, okay? Bisous! And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and give this video